Hey guys, today we are back at the Schaefer covered bridge, and if you haven't seen my other video, it's an old covered bridge here in Johnstown, Pennsylvania, and this was built in 1877 and still very well preserved today. But we're going to fly the Zino firmware version 1152, and this comes with a new app version as well, unfortunately. So it's the new update is for speed control. This is a video quad, so you want that speed control so you can reduce everything down and try to make some nice fluid movement and get some better cinematic type shots in your video. So that's the goal. I've uploaded it. I've done all my calibrations and everything, and I haven't powered it on and tested it since. It's been raining, I've been working, it's just too busy to do it. So got a little break in the rain here right now. It's going to be coming back here soon, so we're going to get this done. I think I'll test it at the highest and the lowest, which is kind of where I think I will be based on how I fly. Anyhow, I like to get up and close and see leaves and water and things like that in my videos. So I'm not much of an overhead aerial, let's get everything all in one shot type flyer. So with that being said, we'll get her started and get this done. And if it does turn out to be good and stable, we'll go back over to the covered bridge and see what we can do there. All right, stay tuned. So as it's just hovering, I'm just going to give it a little left stick and a little right stick. And I'm not giving it very much. So you can see how jerky it is at 100%. Hard on the brake. And now turning. That's full stick. So at 100%, that's what you're going to get. So now going up to the trees. Let's go forward, full throttle, and we dive. Turns real hard, and then it rises back to its altitude. I didn't bring that up, it did it itself. So just do a few figure eights at 100% here. Really need to do it up in a higher altitude. So I mean, this thing just pretty much hums and gets at 100%. I mean, the Zino is pretty quick zipping around here. So very easily you can just turn it on a dime, and you really don't want that when you're flying around. You gotta hold the stick back a little bit and go slow like this in order to get good cinematic shots. Thought I'd clear that branch, but it was a little too low. I wanted to go over top of that branch real close to the tree. Alright, let's go ahead and just put it into a slower mode now. We'll let it sit there and hover. Go into our settings, and then you've got your max speed setting. Now I'm going to crank them all the way down. That's 10%. Okay? So now let's see what it does. Full stick forward. Look how slow that is. Full turn. She's just creeping along. This is beautiful. It still brakes a little bit hard. Okay, so that's a little too slow for me, actually. I thought it'd be a little faster than that. So Hubsan did really good on making it super slow. I like that. So we're coming at me full throttle. So let's see here. See how well it does around the tree like this. I wanted to just suck it in right there. That's full speed turn right there, folks. 10%, wow. Alright, so I want to get up close to the trees. Alright, so I'm going to bring it up a little bit, max speed. Let's go 20%. We'll do everything at 20. See how it turns now. We're going to give it a little more yaw. I'm going to go to 30. I like that. Okay. And horizontal. Let's turn it this way. Horizontal. I don't know, it acts a little strange, like it first wants to take off fast and then it kind of settles down a little bit. It starts out fast and then it finds its speed, so it's not an instant setting. So let's fly it around at 20% horizontal speed and then 30% yaw speed. Is 1.5 meters a second. Now I'm going to bring it back close to the trees again and let you watch from the hat cam and let you see how it acts. So I can fly and, you know, go around things. Well, that's a little close for comfort there. That branch is going to be the death of me. So I can get real close to stuff. It's losing altitude right now. Doesn't say it in my app. It says 6.5 meters, but it dropped just a little bit. So again, this is pretty slow. Let's go one more speed up here. Whoa, 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 settle down. Wow, I don't know if you guys just saw that, but it completely, I have control, but it's just doing what it wants. Holy shit, I can't see it. Okay guys, it's just climbing in altitude. See if I can bring it down. It's wanting to return to home. I got to cancel this out. All right, so while we're sitting here, I'm gonna have to look at the screen. I don't even know where it's at. Okay, so while we're sitting here, I'm gonna have to look at my screen and see, but damn it, going back into return to home. Come on down. Let me bring it down myself, you damn bird. Alright, it's coming down. So it's gone into return to home mode itself. I wasn't paying attention to the screen to see why, but looking at my battery, that would be why. And it's coming very slow. We got to speed this thing up. There we go. So that was scary. I don't know if I caught it on video, but I just escaped a crash. I don't know how it went between that branch, but man, talk about close. That was awesome. Oh man, I thought I was gonna have a flyaway. This would be my first Zino flyaway, but it just did its own return to home, and I don't like that. It didn't give me a warning as far as a vibration or beep or anything. Okay, I'll pop another battery in and oh god, I hope I caught that on my video, on my hat cam. I don't know if you can see, but this tree right up here, I went straight up between the branches, and I didn't touch a thing, and I had no control. It just went into return to home. So here I am flying the Zino on a low, slow speed setting, not paying attention to my battery. It goes into return to home mode and launches. Okay, so we're going to go another new battery and do another flight here. I checked the footage and you were able to see how it went up around that branch there, so I'm glad I caught that. That's going to be good for the video. So that's one good thing to know. If you are in a slow speed and you get that battery down, it's going to go into return to home full throttle. So that's something to keep an eye out on. I'm going to fly this battery down and we'll see what we get. So go into our menu here. We're going to go into max speed settings, and max, the vertical I've got set at 100% right now. I'm going to take that down 50%, and then horizontal we're going to go up 30. I don't like that I can't see as I adjust it, but your finger kind of covers it. All right, so we got 50% on our max speed, 30% on horizontal speed, 30% on yaw speed. Let's go ahead and just take off from here. Okay, so we'll test it out in this speed. Let me put the video on, turn the video on now. Okay, so here we're going 2.5 is probably what it'll be. Like 2.5 is our speed. So still at a nice slow, comfortable rate. Actually 30% is really good. Doesn't look like it's losing altitude there. And you know, that could have just been me, as it goes out on the field, makes it look like it's going lower. So no, I'm not really concerned with that little bit of drop I think I saw. But that's the most stable the Zino has ever been. That's full stick. I wanted to try to do a figure 8 here, but it might not be enough stick here. Yeah, it does it. Just the right amount of turn speed. So that's not bad actually. I kind of like this setting right here, 30%. See right here, it looks like it's dropping to me, but I don't know, that just might be my eyes. Okay, so right here we're 85% battery. I want to run this battery down a little bit, so let's take everything up to 100. Yaw, I'm just going to take up to 50. Okay, so everything's at 100% except for the yaw. And up and away. So we'll fly it out here a little bit. Get a little bit of air. We're just going to fly and get a little bit of aerial here. Fly to that little white dot that's out there, which looks like a water tower or antenna or something. 500 meters and going. Still got good signal. Oh, that looks like a wire. Yeah, that would be a wire. Let's get a little altitude. All right. Don't want to hit a wire. Drop in. And aircraft disconnect. So right now it should be returning to home, and I'm just not seeing it on my screen. And then we should reconnect and go into GPS lock or GPS hold. Okay, and that's exactly what it's doing. It's turned around and started its return to home. Or has it? No, it just regained signal but has not returned to home yet. On my screen anyhow. Alright, it just flashed return to home, GPS hold mode, but I am still facing, I don't know, is it coming back? I mean, did it turn around? Let's see if we're going further or coming closer. Yeah, okay, so it did turn around and initiate a return to home. And then disconnect again. See, this is, I don't know about you guys, but I'm not fine with this. Complete disconnect, no FPV. 894 meters. I don't like it. I'm not happy with it at all. I should, at this point, be in full connection. So I didn't do a thing. It went into return to home mode. Now it's in GPS hold. So now let's continue bringing it on back. I've got stick control now. So yeah, I do not like that it does that one bit. I should hit that disconnect at 1,000 meters. I should be able to see it say return to home, see it on my screen, and then go into GPS hold mode and take control and keep it. But I lost control. I didn't have that ability. I'm gonna bring it down. All right, so we're coming on in. Bringing her down. And I'm going to zip around and try to use this battery up a little more. I'm going to take it out, bring it back. %40 battery. All right, so I'm gonna keep it out there. Let's bring its speeds down. So let's take everything down to about 50%. And I don't want to be underneath trees this time. And see if we get a warning on the screen at 39%. We're just flying around, nice and slow. Come closer to the trees, but not under them. So it's nice and stable. I'll give it that. This is as stable as this quad has ever been. This is something that the Zino has needed real bad. The ability to have this control means a lot. Makes it a much better quad to fly, especially for aerial stuff. We're at 31%. We're going 4 meters a second approximately. So nice to fly this way, nice and fluid, very stable. The only thing, in case I edit this out, the only thing is when you first go full throttle forward, it wants to take off just for a split second. It wants to go a little faster, and then it kind of dials in to whatever speed you have it set at. So when you first take off, it's not going to be your exact setting, but it's going to be close. And there we hit return to home at 25%. No warning except for just saying return to home on the screen. Bring her on over here before she tries to launch on us again. Come on, shut down. Okay. All right, so that's that. I'm very happy with this, you guys. Okay, Zino 1152. I'm giving it a thumbs up on the speed control. Let me tell you what, that was a pleasure to fly this thing. It's like we have a new controller. When you cut those speeds down just to 50%, this thing is nice and fluid movement, very responsive. It's a pleasure to fly. I can get up comfortably close to the trees and not worry about it being real, hard jerks if I make any movement. I would like to take it over to the bridge and fly closely to the bridge and get some good shots there, but got some people over there fishing now and I don't want to disturb them. But I think it'll do it much better than what it did last time I was here. So thumbs up big time, Hubsan, on the speed control. It makes this thing a whole new bird. The one thing I don't like is on the return to home for low battery. I like that. I mean, it's fine that it goes into, if you have it set, say I had it set for 50%, and then it goes into return to home, it goes everything right back up to 100% the minute it goes into return at home. I like that because you're going to be on a low battery and you don't want it to be doing return to home at turtle speed. The only thing I don't like is not getting any indicated warning on my device. I would like to have a vibration on the phone. That would have been nice, and I could have avoided, well, I did avoid a crash, but I could have avoided what happened when it flew up into this tree overhead. That was amazing. How I missed that, I have no idea. So other than that issue with the return to home not giving me the proper warning, I'm happy with it. I still do not like when I reach that 1,000 meters. I'm going to avoid that 1,000 meters like the plague, because I don't like flying out there and losing my FPV on the screen. Meanwhile, it's returning to home and I still am looking at a frozen screen or no FPV whatsoever. Then I get my GPS hold where I should be able to take control, and I get a few meters and I lose connection again, and then it goes back into return to home. So coming back, I think I was around 900 meters, under 900 meters maybe. I should have had full control, so I don't like it one bit. I can make it over 1,000 meters, but then when I'm returning home, I have no signal, and my antennas are right here pointing at me, so it makes no sense to me whatsoever. I don't like that part. Some people had argued it with me in one of my other video about it doing that when I was flying over one of the reservoirs, and when I was saying that how it loses FPV and all that. Some people argued that with me, that that's perfectly fine and normal. No, it's not perfectly fine. It's not normal for me. I don't like that one bit. I like to see, if we're supposed to be responsible flyers, We need to be able to see what's going on with this thing at all times, not have that blackout moment of absolutely nothing on the screen. So I don't buy it. I don't like it. It's something that we need to get fixed. So when we hit that, I'm going to repeat myself here, we hit that 1,000 meters, it stops. It says return to home on the speed. You see it turn, it flies back. Then you get GPS hold and take full control and don't lose your signal. That's it. I'm harping enough about that part of the problem. But other than that, I'm very happy with it. I think I'm going to enjoy flying this a lot more. That's it. That's the end of this video. And thank you everybody for watching. And hope this was enough information to tell you update or not update. I'm going to recommend you do the update. This is a whole new quad when you can adjust the speed control yourself. Basically, you just fine-tuned it. Call it autonomous mode if you want, to where you have that control. But it makes it so much nicer to fly, and it gives you more options of what you can shoot and what you can do with this thing right here. So I'm very interested to put it back into situations like waterfalls and this covered bridge and things like that, now that we have this type of setting. So maybe we'll have some of those in the future. Maybe I'm burning you guys out on waterfalls, and maybe I should take a break from them, but seems like we have a good bit of them, and I like them, so I'll continue to shoot them. All right, that's enough. So thank you guys very much, and take care.